Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sarisa Nurgonya from R4B class with NPM 143. And in this video, I will presentation about the coffee journey. So please listen carefully. Thank you. History of coffee in Indonesia. Like history in general, the history of coffee in Indonesia also began with the Dutch occupation in 1696. The Dutch initially brought Arabica coffee from Malabar, India to Java that year. The first coffee cultivation was carried out by the company in Kedaung, an agricultural area near Batavia. Unfortunately, the initial cultivation failed due to extreme weather and natural disasters. Three years later, they brought back coffee stems from cuttings from Malabar. And in 1706, the coffee beans from the plants on the island of Java achieved great success and became popular. This sales popularity is what then made the Dutch plant coffee beans on every island in Indonesia. This is where the various types of coffee in Indonesia began to appear. Okay, for the next slide is replacing Arabica with Robusta. The beginning of the coffee world and the history of coffee in Indonesia is quite sweet. In less than 10 years from the year, the export of coffee from cultivation on every island in Indonesia carried out by the Netherlands reaped abundance profits. However, this abundance eventually found a dead end. In 1878, almost 200 years after the first appearance of coffee cultivation, leaf rust disease or Hemilia fastatrix or HV attacked and destroyed all plantations in Indonesia. To overcome this damage, the Dutch tried to replace the type of coffee in Indonesia with Liberica. However, it was still eradicated by leaf rust disease. Finally, in 1900, the Dutch introduced the Robusta type of coffee to farmers in East Java. This type of coffee is resistant to leaf rust disease, and the development of cultivation began to spread to Sumatra. The resistance of this type of coffee made Indonesia once the largest coffee exporter in the world. Next slide is types of coffee in Indonesia. After knowing how the distribution, origin, and history of coffee in Indonesia, now we know well for those who want to enjoy the many types of coffee in Indonesia. So what are the types? The first there are Gayo coffee from Aceh. And next Kintamani coffee from Bali. Next is Toraja coffee from Sulawesi. Next is Liberica Rangsa Meranti coffee from Riau. And the last Bajawa coffee from Flores. The five types of Indonesia coffee above are types of coffee that are quite successful worldwide thanks to their unquestionable quality. The awards won for Indonesia's greatness in producing coffee are actually fitting because many types of coffee from Indonesia are favorites of people all over the world. Now, coffee consumption in Indonesia is easily accessible and available everywhere. The existence of online shops makes it easy for you to access coffee from various regions with their respective coffee characteristics. Okay, for the next slide is benefits of coffee. Coffee has a variety of health benefits, especially due to its caffeine content. Caffeine can increase energy, focus, and cognitive performance. In addition, coffee is also rich in antioxidants that can protect the body from cell damage and various diseases. Although it has many benefits, coffee consumption also needs to be considered. Caffeine can cause side effects such as sleep disturbance, anxiety, and increased blood pressure in some people. It is better not to consume coffee excessively and pay attention to each person's body condition. If you have certain health problems, consult a doctor about coffee consumption. Okay, next slide is side effects of coffee. It is important to consume coffee within reasonable limits, which is around 2 to 3 cups per day for adults. Here are some of the side effects of coffee to watch out for. The first one is digestive disorders. Caffeine can increase stomach acid and cause heartburn, nausea, or diarrhea, especially in people with sensitive digestive problems. Next, sleep problems. Excessive coffee consumption, especially at night, can cause insomnia or difficulty sleeping. Next, anxiety and restlessness. Excessive coffee consumptions can worsen anxiety symptoms in individuals who already have anxiety disorders. Next, we have increased blood pressure. Caffeine can increase blood pressure and heart rate, which can be risky for individuals with heart problems. And the last one is caffeine dependence. Coffee can cause dependence on caffeine, and withdrawal symptoms can occur when you stop drinking coffee, such as headaches, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. Okay, that's all my presentation today. Hopefully, this can increase your knowledge about coffee. And thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.